Peace, my beautiful sister.
Peace, love. Peace. Oh, hold on. Y'all know I
Oh, we
don't know
doing
what
a
I'm
replay?
doing.
We doing a replay? We doing a replay? Nikki, you there? I think Nikki may be having some technical difficulties, but um, peace to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Y'all
Okay.
know I'm new to this shit. I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah,
And
this is not our thing.
and yeah, but look, here's the thing. I'm not trying to hold up too many people's times or whatever because I'm telling you, I have made my mind up that I was done a while ago. I tried to walk away peacefully, and that just couldn't happen for some reason. And I just cannot just sit back and allow people or him to lie and manipulate the situation. And if he want to do what he want to do or docs or whatever he want to do, don't fuck with nobody else. If you want to put me out there, you put me out there. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I know that my intentions for you were pure. You handled this the wrong way. You cannot sit there and say that you ain't gonna be disrespected and this, that, and the other when you've been disrespecting me all motherfucking week. All week, and I ain't did shit to you. Little do you know, I didn't even tell nobody that I was gone. I was steady playing it off. I was steady telling people, oh, I'm just handling life. Oh, it's family. It's this. Meanwhile, your ass going behind my back, starting up shit. You did this. You did it. I wouldn't have said shit. You did it. You, the one that broke the loyalty. And I am sorry. I am sorry, Coco. I am sorry, PJ. I am sorry to everyone. I'm sorry, Jackie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not plan on feeling this way because I'm telling you, when he said that shit, what he said, even though he knew that Google had blocked Fi and he still kept playing into that scenario, I knew I was done then. But to see that he's still trying to make shit out to be what it ain't be, if you want to do what you want to do, look, fuck it. My husband died in January. Now what? Now what? What else you gonna say? I don't give a fuck no more. That shit is that you knew all of this. You knew what was going on. You knew I lost my husband. You knew that my son went to college. I'm sitting in this big ass house by my fucking self. You knew I was going into a transition. And because I fell back, you took it personal. Fuck what? Oh, the chick that's been down with me all this goddamn time, fuck what she might be going through. Oh, he was on some I'ma get to you before she get to me type shit, knowing that I had never did anything to him. Coco, did I tell you that I was falling back and why?
You told me that you was no, you did not say anything about falling back at all. I didn't even
No,
really know what was going on.
and tell the truth, people was hitting me up. Nikki, you okay? Hey, how
Yes.
you doing? What's going on? And that's how I knew anytime something crazy was said on the live, because all of y'all would hit me at one time. Nikki,
And
you
many
okay?
times you didn't even respond back.
I would not respond because I didn't want to put him out there. I did not want to make this a big deal. I fell back. I fell
Back.
back. I didn't say nothing. I thought I was doing right. And to be completely honest, I knew that he was going to throw his little tantrum because his ego can't take that somebody fell back for him. because of him and the shit he was doing, not nobody else, but because of the shit he was doing and the shit that he was saying. I knew he was going to be taking little digs, but then when you try to go and try to manipulate some friendships and people, I talk to them more than I talk to you. How the fuck you thought you was going to go to them and talk bad about me? The fuck? Nigga, it was always about them, never about you. You didn't even understand. And don't come up here, because if I didn't fuck with you before now, I still don't fuck with you. So you don't have to support me. You don't have to want me. You don't have to have my back. You don't have to have nothing. I feel like I feel because I know what I know. I tried to do the right thing. I walked away. I didn't say shit, and I don't care what he say. Y'all can sit here and play dumb if y'all want to. Y'all can sit here and act like this nigga wasn't sitting here being manipulative, throwing shots and shit, trying to make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. Y'all, if that's what y'all want to do, fine. But what I am just here to say is that I never turned my back on this man, ever. I did not even know that it was really even an issue until like 2 days ago. I had washed my hands with it. I hadn't even been watching YouTube. I ain't even had the shit on. When he cursed out the mods over the whole fight thing or whatever with the Google, and then kind of found out Google was the one that blocked her, I never even subscribed back. I took Queen's Court off my phone and off my devices then. I never put it back because I could never look at you the same after that. And I really hate this. I hate it, but you're not finna play me. You're not finna do that because I did what I was supposed to do. I walked away and I didn't say shit. And you're not finna sit here and make it seem like it's something that it's not, because you didn't want to answer to why Nikki wasn't there. Period. You didn't want to answer to that. And you know the last conversation we had, it didn't have shit to do with Five Babe. It had something to do with you, how you were talking, and how you were acting. Period. And Coco, you ain't got to be up here. I would never hold it against you. And like I said, I want to apologize to everybody earlier because I'm not trying to put y'all in no shit. This is me and my relationship with him. I really thought we was better than this.
No, and I just want to say something, and you know, it's for anybody, and I'm saying it for you. Nobody here is acting like a victim or expecting any type of
I ain't
sympathy.
making
The
no
whole
excuses.
reason, wait 1 second. The whole reason for this is because you're not going to just paint one narrative of what happened. People have to have a voice to speak. So this is not nothing about like, oh, you know, you want sympathy, care. Nope, I don't. None of us give a shit. Period. None of us give a fuck. It's about making sure that you hear both sides of the fucking story, and one person that has a large platform is not going to be the only person that gets to speak on what happened. And that's why this is taking place right now. So I just wanted to clear that.
You know, I'm saying I hate this. I'm telling you, I hate this. I hate it. I feel sick to my stomach. I literally throwed up. That's why I was late. I throwed up. And it's not even to the point where I'm trying to play victim or whatever. It ain't even that I thought like, oh, he wouldn't do it to me. That ain't that type of, I see what I know what he capable of. I know what he capable of. So it's not even to the point where I thought, but I thought, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. He gonna do what he want to do. When I tried to talk to him last about the changes that I saw in him, he didn't want to hear it. He wouldn't accept it. He got in his mind that we jealous of Fi, and that's it. We can't talk to him no more. That's it. And you know what? I accepted that. Because I know, because like Jackie was saying, this ain't nothing new. He do that anytime he get around somebody new. And then we try to, keep him on his toes, make sure he don't get caught up so that nobody comes back and throw anything in his face. Not saying that she would, but because we have been through this before. It's not fair. This whole situation has happened before, time and time again. And we hold his back and we tell him and this, that, and the other. And then shit go left and then he want us to come save him. Nigga, we tired. I was trying to explain that to you, but you didn't give a fuck because you only saw what you wanted to see. I ain't never. You could call anybody up here, Jackie, anybody. I was you sitting there trying to talk bad to them about me when I was the one to convince you to give a goddamn. I was trying to convince them to give your sorry ass a chance.
That's the truth.
If you had stayed, even if he had girl, Coco.
Yeah.
When I talked to you, I said, I know he throwing shots. His ego, that's just what he got to tell himself. Whatever, I'm just cool. I'm still have hope that he gonna come to his senses. And when he get back on the course that he said he wanted to be on, then I would be here for him. I was good. I ain't badmouthed him or this, that, and the other. But I goes back after I talked to you the other day. I goes back and I listen to the chat. This nigga throwing shot after shot after shot. The mods. Know what he was telling you? Conversations we had. He was talking about me, and I'm not going to let you front that shit. If you're going to put it out there, you're going to put it all the way out there. If you're going to talk about it right. Don't tell half the fucking story.
That's right.
Or don't say shit at all, because I wouldn't have said shit, but you were saying shit. And then now that I have something to say about it, oh, you want to make it public. You've been making it public all week.
Exactly. He made it public the moment he went live after that meeting. That was a fake mod meeting that he lasted 40 minutes. Out of the 40 minutes, you spoke about 30. And then each person had about 2 minutes. That was not a meeting to be able to express anything. So you can kill that fucking narrative too. Because that's the shit that I was trying to, if you gave me a chance to fucking speak, that's what I was trying to say. You did not, to consider that a meeting of the minds and being able to have a conversation and talk about stuff is bullshit. So you could take that fucking mod meeting and you could shove it up your ass. That was not a fucking meeting at all. You speaking for 30 minutes and giving people a couple of minutes to speak is not a fucking meeting. So stop that shit. So the reason why I came up there is because if you're going to tell the shit, just tell it right. Don't make it seem like it's something that is not. Kill it. You said, okay, you want to go about your business quietly, whatever. I have no problem with that. But what you're not going to do is keep talking about this mod fucking meeting. That's bullshit. And the jabs, that's bullshit. I'm not no fucking victim, but you're not going to continue this bullshit over and over again. Nobody's trying to hear that fucking shit. I'm sick of it.
And see, I really can't even speak on that because when I tell you, I didn't know. I could not tell you who Five-Base Mods was in the chat and who wasn't. Because really, truth be told, I was already distancing myself. It was never about
people getting on the fucking panel, being able to talk about shit that they wasn't even in the goddamn meeting, but they want to say what the fuck happened. Everybody want to say what the fuck happened. They wasn't even fucking there. We go right back to going live. Somebody in the chat from Babe Nation says, you know what, we can go right back in the meeting. Because I knew shit wasn't fucking resolved. I said, let's go back in the meeting. Oh, no, it was done. It went perfect. Everybody's just fucking kumbaya and all this bullshit. It wasn't. Whether or not you like the fact that Black Butterfly dropped down in the chat didn't make a fucking difference. She went up there. She said that. You said what you had to say. That was it. I said, please take it offline. You can't expect to keep dragging this shit out and making fucking digs and comments and making some fucking bullshit ass facade about what this fucking meeting was about and think that that shit is just going to be okay because you have a fucking platform. It don't work that motherfucking way. at all. And I should have walked away a long fucking time ago because this is not my shit. I don't like half the shit that you fucking do. This was way before fucking 5. It ain't have shit to do with her. I should have walked away a long fucking time ago. The shit that you doing is fucking wrong. I don't like it. It don't sit right in my fucking spirit. The biggest mistake I made was calling this shit fucking entertainment. This shit is not fucking entertainment when it don't sit right in your fucking spirit. And you waking up knowing that I wasn't actively in shit, but just know that you were a part of shit that affects people's lives. It hit me differently and I was fucking over it. That's it.
Well, I want to give you the chance to say whatever you want to say or whatever.
I'm done. I'll let you say what you had to say, but I had to because I'm so fucking sick of this shit. And I'm not going to sit here and do a whole list of apologies of things that kind of hit me wrong. I ain't doing all that shit. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, I have to stand on my motherfucking square. I know what's right and I know what's not. I have a fucking moral compass and I should have got out of this shit a long fucking time ago. You playing around and shit, playing around and shit.
Too
Next
deep.
thing I know, my ass was knee deep in shit, and I
Too
don't
deep.
fucking like it.
Yeah. Too deep. And then the thing about it is that, and please don't get it twisted. If I said fuck you before, it's still fuck you. Please understand that. It is. But please understand that also, that anytime I felt like ZX was on some bullshit, or any of the ladies, we always called him out on it. And you know what? Out of courtesy for him and out of respect for him, we always did it behind the scenes. But now that things are not going the way he wanted to be, and he has this thought process that it's us against them or some shit, he's manipulating the fact that we're not saying anything.
Exactly.
Nobody can sit there and say that y'all didn't know that he wasn't taking digs at his moms. He didn't say, oh, well, Black Butterfly blocked this and that's that and the other. We all know Black Butterfly and them had beef. We
and let me
all
tell you, and let
know
me say
that.
something
But
else.
you know damn well that your day ones and the people that was with you was not trying to sabotage you in no kind of way. And that is the impression that you left because you didn't want to answer to why Nikki, PJ, I don't even, whatever. I don't even want to call no names. Why Nikki wasn't in your chat?
And I just want to say one other thing. The reason this had to happen because being silent makes you fucking complacent. And I don't like the fact that you still got all this shit being spun up again. I don't want no fucking parts of it. As of fucking November 14th, 20 motherfucking 21, I don't have no fucking parts of it. And by me not, I can't just fucking walk away because it's been too much shit. And I don't want to be involved in the shit. And because you didn't give me an opportunity to express that, or you could have called me. Yeah, I could have called you, but then you say some different shit on fucking line. So what difference does it fucking make if you gonna spin this shit any motherfucking way? I want to say that shit online. I don't have nothing to do with this because by me not being there, it makes me complicit in the bullshit. I accept my responsibility for the role, the time that I played in this shit, but it's a wrap. I'm fucking over it. I don't have shit to do with it. Nothing. Good luck with fucking Queen's Court, all that other bullshit. I could give two flying fucks. Peace.
Well, okay. So look, I didn't, we talk or whatever, but it was still always in a protective manner of ZX. And the problem was he really wasn't. He never called me. He said that he called. He didn't. He texted me happy birthday. I text him back, thank you. When I stepped back, it wasn't in the whole thought process, oh, well, I'm gone, fuck him. He ain't shit. He ain't this, that, and the other. It was just like, I got some shit I need to get on. I'm trying to get used to a new life. I'm trying to figure out. I keep missing trash day. I'm used to my husband taking trash day out. I'm pulling up at the gas station on the wrong goddamn side. Just a whole bunch of little shit. It wasn't even about him. It wasn't about him. I didn't do this man no wrong. None. And I'm not upset and I'm not crying because of him, because I did. I expected it. I expected it. I expected it. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself because I knew this nigga wasn't shit and I kept fucking with him. And then you gonna sit here and do this shit. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care how y'all feel, because you will never see me no more. I never gave a fuck about YouTube, no monetization. I didn't care nothing about being no page or nothing. I didn't want to be no big YouTuber. I was there because of what he said he was about and what he stood for. And then you gonna sit there and tell people that I'm cool with, that I'm sitting there trying to do you over? Like, they didn't even believe this shit. Because meanwhile, you sitting there trying to get at me and turn people against me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here trying to still protecting you. I'm still sitting here. I don't know. I'm just dealing with life. I'm just taking a little break, knowing that I'm just sitting back, just waiting, hoping that you come to your goddamn senses and understand you bigger than sitting here arguing with a bunch of women all the goddamn time. I told you that. I told you. I said, dude, like, you gotta stop. It's too much. It's too much. You better than that. You can use your words for more than that. I understood. I get it. I know people came to you and they tried to end you. I would never stand on that. I saw the shit happen with my own eyes. We can argue that shit. We ain't gonna argue shit because I'm done after this. But I don't take back anything. But the thing is, you told me you stood for something and you didn't stand for shit. Unless it benefited you. And then when you think it didn't benefit you no more, then you thought you can sit there and throw it out. And then you wouldn't even let it be gone. I excused myself from the situation. And you still went out your way to try to turn people against me. You think I didn't hear all these shots you was taking? I heard that shit. I ignored it because I knew you had an ego. And I was like, he gonna get over it. He gonna see what it is. Because like we said, he do this all the time. It's not about fight. Anytime he meets somebody new that he think he can benefit from, we go through this shit all the time. And I say what I feel, and then I step back. ZX gonna do what ZX do. If y'all sit here and really believe that I was controlling this man and that I was keeping him from doing what he wanted to do, then you a goddamn fool. ZX ain't gonna never have nobody around him that is controlling him. And I hate to do this shit to you, ZX, but you did it to me. I didn't say nothing. I did what I was supposed to do. I walked away. I didn't say nothing. Nothing. And then the lies that you tried to make these people to believe, like, damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? You just couldn't even just keep it 100? I'd have been good with it. Like, Nikki, you know what? You know, it just is what it is, and I'm just going to go this way, and you can go that way. I would have respected that so much. You couldn't even just let that go. You had to try to taint me. Knowing I don't like to be lied on. And honestly, deep down inside, I feel like you was poking. And now that I don't respond, it gives you the right to do what you wanted to do all along, because you still trying to impress another motherfucker. You threw all the loyalty out the window just for an opportunity. And nobody's hating on you on that. I never once told you that I thought it was a bad idea for you to go along. I'm going to say this shit until I can't say it no more. It was issues way before Five Babe. I've been telling him, if anybody has been paying attention, I did not want to be over here in the beef sector. When beef sector said, we don't want y'all here no more, goddamn, you ain't got to tell me but one time. I don't be places I don't want to be. I'm thinking more of him than he's thinking of himself. You sit here beefing with them, go beef with some of these men in the conscious sector. ZX is a highly intelligent person. Highly intelligent. Like y'all don't even know the half of it because he get too caught up in this bullshit that you don't even understand. This nigga, he really intelligent. Like I believe in him more than he believe in me. And then now you trying to penalize me for it and make it seem like it was something that it's not. The last conversation we had, I was telling him, and he wants to bring up, oh, well, you said, well, Phi Babe ain't gonna help you. He did the whole little checkmate shit the other day. Man, I can't let that shit ride. I can't let that shit ride because you totally manipulated that whole damn situation. What I said was, as a friend that I thought I was, is that ZX, you jumping out the window. Please keep in mind, this don't, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. But in my heart, it really didn't have nothing to do with Fire or her people or nothing. It had everything to do with him and how he was handling the situation. I told him, do not get yourself in a situation that people like you just because of who you support. Let them know who you are and what you are about. Because if it go left, you're going to be left high and dry. Am I wrong for saying that? Does that mean I'm jealous? Ain't that what I was supposed to do? If I'm supposed to be looking out for him? But all he see is right now. I look months down the road. I look at every single situation and play out every single possibility, and none of them really end up good. And it ain't really got nothing to do with Fire or her people. It just got something to do with the nature of YouTube. People click up and fall out all the time. So don't put yourself in a situation where you could just have mud on your face later on. That's all I was saying. I was never, I don't even want, how am I jealous of somebody that I don't even want the same things that they want? I give her all the praises, all the respect, just off the strength of being a Black woman that's out here doing it. I said that on a panel. Any woman that can make something out of nothing got my respect, period. It was about him and him being the man that he said he was and that he wanted to be. Now, all of a sudden, we controlling your panel and you can't do shit. And we just mad because of Fire Babe. And you know that's not the truth. You know it. You know it. I wanted you to tell me. And I'm sorry because I didn't mean to disrespect your panel. But I wanted you to tell me straight up to my face that you really believe the shit that you was believing in. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think when I fell back from ZX, he didn't know what I was going to do. Even though I have never gave him a reason to doubt me or to mistrust me. I done fell out with ZX numerous of times. I ain't never hit no platform. Ain't never hit no nothing. Ever. But the way the moves he was making, and I ain't got to go into detail. He know what the fuck it is. The day ones know what the fuck it is. I never gave him a reason to even think that I would do him in. So, but he was on some, I don't know what she gonna do, so I'm gonna do her in and turn everybody against her so they won't listen to her because she gonna come after me shit. Even though I done went on about my business, I done signed up for school, done started a whole new business. I ain't even been looking at, I took YouTube off my phone. I had no idea what all was going on until Coco had called me when she was upset about what happened on the panel the last time. And I'm sitting here listening to all this shit. And this, whatever live he did, singing Checkmate. First of all, how fucked up is it for you to try to call Checkmate on your mind, on a supporter? Because he was talking about me. Let's make that shit clear. That's why I said, if we're going to talk about this shit, we're going to talk about it all the goddamn way, because I really don't give a fuck. He can say what he want to say. Y'all can think what y'all want to say. You will not see me no more. because I've been done with YouTube. I was only here to support him and the women in the chat. Period. That's it. And if he was honest, he would say that he know it. He used this shit as a storyline, I'm telling y'all. When he did that live the other day talking about some checkmate, he said, I had a mod me, because I ain't gonna bullshit with you. Goddamn, if you're gonna say some shit, you need to say it with your chest. That's another reason why I got irritated. Don't talk sideways to me. You got my phone call. We talk all together. You say anytime, you talk about anything else you want to talk about. But then when it's an issue or something like that, you will say whatever you want to say with me to get off the phone and make it seem like okay, and then go talk slick on the damn microphone. People get sick of that shit. And he's going to say, oh, it's checkmate because Amon told me, oh, you shouldn't be supporting Fi Babe because she ain't supporting you. That ain't how that shit went down. That is not how that shit went down. Why, if you're going to tell a whole damn story. What I told you was that you done jumped your ass out the window. And you have a habit, word for word. And please understand, you know the nigga done recorded the phone calls, so say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Prove it. Prove that I was jealous of Fi Babe and that's what this is all about. Play the conversation. I told you. I said, you have jumped out the window. And you cannot expect that she's going to treat you how you want to be treated because you have a habit of love bombing people, jumping out on them, and then wanting them to love you the way you love them. And when they don't, they bitches and hoes. I told you that. And I told you, I said, you got to promise me. I said, you got to promise me. And I promise I said that he can play this shit. I'm not going to say shit. I can't back up. I said, you got to promise me because you jumped out the window that if shit don't work out the way you think it's going to work out with Fi Babe, you cannot jump out the window and call her bitches and hoes because you the one put that out there. You the one jumped out like that. And I was saying that for his protection because all I know that if he flip out and get mad about something she don't do, I'm not saying this is what she gonna do or this is what I want, but just as a scenario, if she fuck around and do something that he might not like do, that he might not want her to do, and then he flip the fuck out and call her. I didn't ask you for no help. I didn't tell you to come to my rescue. I didn't tell, but see, ZX he has a habit, and you have to listen to what motherfuckers say when they say it. He say, I treat people a certain way all the time, but they never treat me that same way. You know why? Because when you treat people a certain way, you expect something in return. And you can't get mad if people don't jump out the window just because you jumped out the window. That was the point of that conversation. It didn't have shit to do with me not liking or disliking Fi Babe. I don't know her. I don't know shit about the beef sector. And for you to run this narrative, you are dead wrong. You dead wrong, dead wrong. I die saying that shit. I didn't do nothing to you, sir. Nothing. Nothing. I walked away. I didn't tell nobody anything. I didn't say, oh, yeah, ZX did on my nerve. I'm finna walk away and this, that, and that. I didn't say shit because I never wanted to taint or make it seem like I was trying to turn people against you. So meanwhile, I'm called myself protecting you. And then when I hear from Coco and I get back in the loop and I find out, shit, you've been running to several people. trying to turn them against me, and that's fucked up. It's fucked up. And it's okay. It's cool. If that's what you want to do, and that's fine. But you was not going to run with that narrative with no answer. I let you run around here. I ain't been in that chat damn near a month. I let you run around here all this time, and every day you kept throwing shots, saying more and more shit. I did what I was supposed to do. I walked away. Didn't say shit. Didn't tell nobody shit. Even when they asked me, I still played it off. Because you so goddamn subconscious. Know what it is you worried that I was going to do some shit that you was wanting to do. That's what it is. And truth be told, I done gave him what he wanted. I knew he wanted me to jump out the window. I knew it, so he can have an excuse for whatever he finna do. But do whatever you finna do. I don't give a fuck, because I know I was sincere. I know I was real, and whatever I take after that shit, I will take it. What you say I'm wrong, fine. But at the end of the day, I believed in this nigga. I did. I believed he was better than what he was being. And that was our last conversation. It had shit to do with 5 but this, that, and the other. It was about him being the man that he said he was. It's about me telling him, ZX, something not right. You looking wild in the eyes. You're out here cheerleading, twerking and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not who I'm used to. ZX normally cool, calm, and collected. You out here spazzing the fuck out. The shit was embarrassing. That's why I walked away. I was embarrassed. Because I felt that you could have conducted yourself a little smarter than that. I told you word for word. I said, ZX, you are a likable person. You can keep people's attention. You don't have to do all this extra to impress people. They gonna fuck with you just because they like to hear you talking shit. And then to see that you was starting to throw what I felt like, I'm gonna speak for me, what I felt like, throw your minds under the bus just to impress somebody else. Like, nigga, I can't respect no shit like that. And then I would talk to you. ZX, are you sure you okay with this? This is what I meant by this. You know, I don't like that. I think you're getting too comfortable with the bitches, this, and the other. You know, we saw what went on in the black sector. We watched that. We saw those attacks. I ain't making no when he came back after you. That's period. But this shit that he got going on now, I know he don't know nothing about the backstory, because I don't know nothing about the backstory. You just jumping in shit just to be jumping in it. That ain't never been what we was about. I always knew. And don't get me wrong, ZX has always got down. No, matter of fact, no, he ain't always got down, because the first year I was in his chat, he didn't even cuss. To be 1,000% 100, I have stayed on out of loyalty, but this is not what I signed up for. When I signed up with ZX, he was on some Black Power, Black family shit. That's what I signed up for. And we got caught up thinking that these crazy ass women is trying to attack him, and they trying to stop him from being his full greatness. And we gonna stand with him. We gonna stand with him because they wrong. They attacking him, this, that, and the other, not realizing the whole time that this nigga love this shit. And when I decided to walk away, I accepted that, because I ain't gonna say that people hadn't been telling me, Nikki, ZX, he love this shit. He love the fuck shit. That's just what it is. And not saying that nobody was talking bad about him, because even the Maz, none of us ever just got on the phone and was talking bad about him. It was more about, how can we help you? How can we open your eyes to see this, that, and the other? And so when I finally accepted the fact, okay, this thing, he just love the fuck shit. It is what it is. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, you know what, Nikki? You got a new start in life. things have changed. You got to start getting out this house. For the last 2 years, I had to be home. I had to. YouTube was my outlet. It was always a space that we could go and talk and have good conversation. I used to say that all the time. Lately, it's been nothing but beef. And you know that, ZX. I was telling you that. And it used to be to the point where I'm not saying that we wasn't for the fuck shit, because we was. But ZX used to be able to wrap it up and actually, make it a point. Drop some jewels in it, make it make sense. Lately, this shit ain't been making no sense. None. I don't even know what else to say. But I just want to make it clear, ladies, to all the new people, I had nothing against you all. Fire Babe, I didn't have nothing against you. I hope that you all go on and grow and be as successful. I hope it works out for you all both. I really do. I still don't want to see no harm with ZX, but you can't play me like that. Not as good as I've been to you. I can't let you do that. I just can't. You forced me to do this. You forced it. Because when I was trying to talk to you all these months, and you kept on talking about your mama was on the other line and shit, every time I try to talk to you, you dipping off and then talking about other shit you would never would want to just accept. And let me say this. I ain't never tried to run. It's just so much shit. It's so much shit. I don't care what this man has told you or what he has said. I tell him my opinion because I think that's what you should do if you are truly down for somebody. Tell them how you feel about it. But I always made it clear, this is your channel. You do what you want to do with it. I'm not going to be mad at you regardless. But I did say that if I warn you about something, you can't keep on running back to me when you need help, when I told you that was fucked up in the get-go. But you wanted to be hard-headed. You run off and do whatever you want to do, and then when somebody start busting your head, then you run back and want us to come save you. I've done that for 3 years. I've gave you 3 years. What the fuck more do you want? I gave you 3 years to get it together. I stepped back and I didn't say shit, and you still mad. Ungrateful motherfucker. Ungrateful. But after this, I'm done. Y'all could believe what y'all want to believe. I'm telling you from my heart. I don't even know all the shit Coco was talking about. The mods, I would never that. Even when we got new mods, I had already dipped off. When I came back, it was a few mods, but I don't even think I seen them in the chat. Like I heard about it with some mods, but I never got a chance to communicate with them, and I never ignore anybody. Everybody knows that I speak to everybody in the chat. If I don't speak to you, it's because I'm doing other things. But if a lot of people come in, I'm going to say, welcome all, hey all, this, that, and the other. I have never just intentionally tried to ignore you for what? That's not even my persona. It's not even my personality. And truth be told, whatever goddamn shit, if you play cute, I'll play cute. It don't matter if I like you or not. If you keep it cute, I'll keep it cute. So to sit here and just go and say, oh, the sneakiness, the mods was being this, y'all was being unwelcoming, that's some bullshit. That's some straight bullshit. And he know it's bullshit, but it's bullshit that he want to believe because it fits his narrative, period. And if you feel like it's okay for what you're doing or whatever, I hope it works out for you. I ain't gonna do shit to get in your way. But one thing I know is that God don't like ugly. One thing I know, if you don't do right, if you don't act right, shit ain't gonna happen for you right. And that's just period. I ain't even got to worry about trying to do nothing to you or against you or anything like this. I'm telling you, I'm done. Y'all will never hear from me ever, ever, ever again. You want to see me? Find me on TikTok. But I've been done with YouTube. The only reason why I was even here was to support this nigga. And look what he did. So right now, I feel like I've said everything I need to say. And, you know, even though I feel like you done did some fucked up shit, I still want to apologize because I said I would never, ever do this. But I really felt like you gave me no choice. And then when we tried to have a conversation, you still trying to switch it to something that it wasn't. Everybody has their own issues for why they fell back. I didn't have nothing to do with why other people was falling back. But you won't listen to nobody. 2-3 months ago, I told you, I said the foundation is rocky. This was when you was still into it with Five Babe. So it's like, for you to even come out here and try to make that portrayal, it's just straight bullshit. I told you, the minds, have you noticed that nobody's in the chat? Have you noticed ain't nobody there? This was before Five Babe. It was because he was too caught up. And then I would try to talk to him. And see, this is the thing. Like, sir, how long do you think I'm supposed to sit here and baby you? How long do you think? ZX, you know, I know what you mean. But, you know, maybe if you look at it this way, and maybe if we do it this way, and this, that, and the other, and then, yeah, you right, Nikki. I appreciate you. I'm glad you know, you always look out for me. And then 15 minutes later, go on live and do the complete opposite of what we agreed on. How long you think? How long did you think I was going to sit here? You want me to be faithful to a motherfucker that's not even faithful to me? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck? Motherfuckers done bent over backwards just to help you. And what I don't think you get, everybody's not into this YouTube shit. I don't give a fuck about being no YouTuber. I didn't care nothing about being no content creator, Queen's Court, this, that, and the other. I was doing that for the mods because he said he didn't feel comfortable giving the keys to anybody else. And so I said, and I said it on the stand, on the live hundreds of times, anybody who want to go live, all you got to do is let me know. I will make myself available. I made myself available anytime anybody had a problem. And ZX don't even know half the shit I dealt with on his behalf and got the audacity to be talking shit. You need to be ashamed of yourself. And I don't care. I'm not trying to convince nobody, but goddamn, you a goddamn fool. You a goddamn fool, just like I was a goddamn fool. If you don't sit here and see this bullshit. If you want to believe it, fine. Believe it. I really don't give a fuck no more, but I know my intentions was pure. I know I was true. I don't know if somebody told him something or somebody was in his ear. And honestly, I really don't even want to even give him that because I know how ZX is. Can't nobody tell him shit that he don't want to accept. All this shit. This is the mods. It's whatever the queens run the chat. The queens, ain't nobody ever believe that shit. That's why I would correct you every single time. And now all of a sudden shit done went left and you want people to believe your narrative. Now all of a sudden your mind's trying to hold you back. I think I seen a comment yesterday where it was live and somebody said, well, you should do what's best for the content creator. What the fuck that's what we've been doing for the past 3 years. That's what we've been doing. Don't nobody make ZX do shit he don't want to do. I don't argue with him about his shit. Because truth be told, I really stopped giving a fuck a long time ago. I just been sitting here waiting on him, hoping he would wake up. And just even talking about it, I feel so stupid because I'm sitting here thinking like this nigga, like, oh, well, he got a strong voice. He got a strong parent, strong values. You know, he got a strong voice. People listen to him. Like, this is the type of voice that the Black community need. This is something that we need for our men to stand up. I'm on some Black power shit. Everybody, and I ain't, you know, that's just what it is. You ain't got to be Black power, but that's what the fuck it is with me. And that's how he presented himself with me. And so even when I walked away, I wasn't mad at him. I got mad at me because I was like, you know what, Nikki? You wrong for even trying to put that on him. I was wrong for trying to hold him up to that standard, but I can't say he wasn't sitting there intentionally trying to make me feel that's what he was about. I told him 3 years ago that I would not be here 2 more years going back and forth with the same shit. It's the same shit. The only thing that's unchanged is the name. If that's what you want to do, fine. But it's just, I'm not interested no more. That's all. That's it. I'm just not interested no more. I wasn't even mad at him when I fell back because I knew he was gone. Because ZX has to learn the hard way. I knew that he wasn't going to get what I said or anybody else said until whatever needed to happen to him happened. I was good with it. And I even knew that he was throwing shots at me. It wasn't until I heard that this nigga was sitting there actively trying to turn people against me, and I ain't did shit to him. I'm sitting here steady lying to people. I'm good, you know, just with my son, you know, trying to get used to college and, yeah, I'm just trying to get used to being at home by myself, this, that, and the other, you know, trying to play it off. Meanwhile, this nigga in everybody's ear, you know, Nikki really don't like you. What type of hoe ass shit? Nigga, I can't never respect no shit like that. And don't get mad at me. You can call me all kind of bitches and hoes. I don't give a fuck. Ditto. Same to you. Whatever you say, back at your motherfucking ass. And I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever you want to do. But regardless, if you want to put me out there because I'm saying how I feel, then you can do that. That's on you. That's on you. I don't give a fuck. The only reason why I tried to keep everything cool and keep it composure because I was for the team. I never wanted to give the team any leeway. I mean, I didn't never want them to have to deal with any outside drama, any bullshit. I always tried to make it look good. And see, that's the thing. Like, anybody who really know me, it's like 3 things you can't do to me. You cannot embarrass me in public. You cannot give me something and then throw it back in my face, aka a wrench. I would throw that bitch right back in your face every single time. I don't give a fuck about no wrench. ZX is the first chat I ever got a mod stick in. We're not really, a lot of the women in ZX, we're not really into that shit like that. We don't be in these streets. You don't see us in everybody's chat. We was here for him. Period. And this is what he do. But it is what it is because I knew what it was. I knew what it was. And that's fine. But goddamn it, I'd be damned if you sit here and lie on me without retort. That's it. That's all. And I'm done. And again, I want to apologize to all the ladies. It was, and even ZX, it was not my intentions to go up there because that's still his platform. I didn't mean to disrespect him on his platform, but my emotions did get the best of me because I felt like he was playing in my face. And he wasn't being honest. And he buckled down and tried to make a conversation seem as something that it wasn't. And he know it wasn't. And then again, maybe he just got his blinders on. That could be because ZX does fall in love real quick. And yeah, let me say that. I'm not even trying to say that he don't really like fire or this, that, and I think he really do. I think he really do. And I think that's cool because I've always said if ZX get a woman, he gonna calm down. He gonna calm down. I've always believed that. So it's never been a time to where I didn't want ZX to be happy. But you just can't play me like that. You just can't. I've been too good to you. Too good. And what happened was you thought I jumped out the window, so you jumped out the window when really all I did was fall back and mind my business. That's what happened. And you can keep on spinning these narratives that it's about them. It ain't about them. People had problems with you way before them when y'all was still into it. Because of the things that you this is where I look at it. ZX had the opportunity to go to the conscious sector or the manosphere, or he could have went to the B sector. It was all at a crossroads at that one time. He chose to go to the B sector. And like he said earlier, you chose to go argue with a bunch of women and gay men. Yes, the fuck I did. Because I was disappointed. I was disappointed. Like, you finally got a chance to break off, and this ain't no slick to nobody in the beef sector. But I felt like the content that I thought he was trying to actually go somewhere with his platform. Not saying that he can't go nowhere with his beef sector platform, but in the direction he was going at first, it would have allowed him to get sponsorships, have a more positive just audience that didn't require so much drama and back and forth, because that's what he was telling me he wanted. When truth be told, that ain't what he wanted. He wanted to do this fuck shit. And so I was confused. That's when I really just fell back and started looking at him differently, because I looked at him and I told him that. I said, you chose that shit. You could have went with some, you say you were intellectual, you could have went with some intellectuals, but you chose to go argue with some women and some punks. That's what the fuck I said. Yes, I did. And I don't take it back, because I mean it. And I didn't mean it in a mean spirited towards them, but he knew what the fuck I was talking about. But then you're going to sit there and try to make it seem like because I said that, I was saying Fi was trash because I think her sector is trash. Hell, I think she done said her sector is trash. Like, that's not what I want. And I'm not even focused on that. I'm talking about me and you. Me and you, we've been dealing with each other for 3 goddamn years. And we can't even have a conversation between each other without you bringing up somebody else. Because that's your mind gone. Your mind is gone, and you ain't going to get it until you get dropped on your head. And I hate to say it, but that's what it is. And anything I told you was for your own good. It wasn't because I was trying to mislead you or didn't want to see you grow. It was none of that shit. It was because you look at shit at the right now. I look at shit on down the line. What can we answer down the line? What can I justify down the line? This is shit I'm constantly thinking about while he just running out here hitting panels and panels, cussing bitches out. I'm tired. I'm tired of holding your hand. And Kimmy, I ain't got no problem with you. I'm sure he done told you a whole bunch of bullshit. I ain't never had no issue with you, ever. The whole thing with the mind, and let's be clear, I told him I sent him a message and said, hey, we all talked. We're going to go ahead and give Kimmy her mod stick. He didn't read the message, so he didn't see it. But when the shit first happened, it was right after the loop situation, and we all talked about it. I thought everything was cool. And even Kimmy said, I know, because what y'all went through loop, y'all damaged and this, that, and the other. And we had said just the day before, we're going to give anybody new who get a mod stick, got to be in here 30 days. And then we vote. And then the next day, he flipped on that. And at the end of the day, I really didn't give a fuck no more. But when he said, I nominate such and such for a mod stick, I didn't know what to say, because I'm like, God damn, yesterday we just said you got to wait 30 days. But he gets so excited that he do shit without thinking about it. But then you wonder why it's always issues with the mods. And you ain't gotta have 100 goddamn mods. You cannot buy people's loyalty with a mod stick. And that's why it's always some shit. Always some shit. I hate mod sticks. I'm not even putting no mods in here. For one, I ain't coming back to here. But I didn't even want no mods in this live because that's how sick I am of hearing of fucking mod sticks. People losing their goddamn mind about some goddamn imaginary sticks. But either way, go, I'm done. I think I said everything I needed to say. I still have hope for this Negro. I still hope, because I still think that he is a decent man. I really do. I honestly believe this. He just caught up. He caught up. He caught up. And maybe he in love. And maybe that's what it is. And that's cute. I hope it work out, this, that, and the other. But what you cannot do is mistreat the ones that has been by your side, thick and thin. Even just like today, he said, you can't come up here and disrespect me on the panel, this and that, when you've been disrespecting us all week. But what he did when he went live earlier, thank you to all the minds that's been here, y'all thick and thin, this, that, and you done talked about all of them. You knew why we wasn't here. You knew what the deal was. You sitting there trying to play the mods against each other and then sitting there, thank you for the true ones, the ones that's been here through thick and thin. Well, none of them are day one. Accept responsibility for the fuck shit that you have done. And stop trying to put the blame on me and every damn body else because you too scared to take accountability for yourself because you so worried about what these motherfuckers on YouTube think about you. Because you want everybody to like you. If he told you that he didn't get a mod, that he wouldn't give somebody a mod stick because of me, it wasn't because of me. Nikki ain't never gave a fuck. If you got your mod stick now, and he, oh, well, I wanted to give it to you. Because I said, y'all keep in mind, I know how this nigga think. So I'm already peeping the games. I ain't even got talking about it. I'm already peeping the games or whatever. Shit, Keem, I'm just going to put it out there. I wasn't the one holding you from getting your mod stick. He didn't want to give you his mod stick. Period. But he was telling MBK, oh, well, you got to talk to them women. You got to talk to them women. The women said we didn't give a fuck. But now all of a sudden, shit done went left. Now it's, because we solid, we this, we that. Shakima, welcome to the family. Nigga, if you don't get your fake ass up out of here. I don't give a fuck anymore. You can't do shit to me because nothing else you could say. Nothing else you could say because I know I was genuine. I was true. You jumped out the window over some bullshit like you have done time and time again. I've gave you 3 years. You cannot get mad or in your feelings because I said I'm tired. I've given you a goddamn how much you want. How much more do you want? And I'm sitting here trying to start a whole new life. Whole new life. I ain't got nobody to take care of no more. A whole new life. This was supposed to be my outlet, but my outlet became trash and drama and a bunch of lies, and then my outlet turned on me. And that's how I feel about it. Let me address this. I put this up here a long time ago. I think I did. He said, y'all took control of his channel. Sad. We didn't take control of shit. We didn't take control of shit. That was the thought process that he tried to portray. But at the end of the day, he made the decisions for his channel. And I would tell him, one of the last times I talked to him, I said, ZX, you do know that if you don't agree with something, I'm not going to get mad at you about it, right? And he was like, yeah, I know it. I said, because I feel like you don't be honest with me. Because this is what he would do. We would talk about something and say, that's not cool. That's not cool. He would agree or be 1,000% okay. 15 minutes later, then go on a panel and throw out a whole bunch of microaggressions. Pretty much talking to me without talking to me. But I was just on the phone with this nigga. And yeah, it's okay. You think I don't pick up on this shit? I'm a walking lie detector test. You can't lie to me without me knowing. And you can't lie good any goddamn way. Even though I knew you was lying, I was still having your goddamn back. But ain't none of it good enough. Ain't none of it good enough. And again, I'm going to drop this link one more damn time. And then, it's been real. It's been real. I wanted to try to do something, that would help out the whole and be some type of a positive, or, at least just have a place where people can just talk about real issues. I don't want to attack black people. That shit get old. Find the ass and crooked ass politicians, the enemy, because I'm not your enemy and you not my enemy. That's how I look at this shit. And that's the type of shit that I thought we was all on. But some of us has got so far caught up that we don't even know what the fuck is up from down. And too afraid to take on responsibility and accept accountability by themselves. This is why anytime something had to be gone, oh yeah, because the queen said, Nikki said, Jackie said, Nikki ain't said shit. Nikki didn't give a fuck. And if you want to dog me, so be it. I've said what I wanted to say, and I'm honest. I'm clear, I'm pure, and I'm not going to eat on this shit no more. But I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm still trying to protect him, not saying anything, even though I know shit ain't right. I'm still feeling a little heavy, but I'm just going on, living a life. I'm thinking like, well, shit, he okay. He got a chat full of people. He gonna work it out. They'll forget about, he'll have a new normal, and I'm just gonna ease on out. He wouldn't let that happen. Sitting here talking to people like people dumb. Y'all gonna sit here and tell me y'all didn't think he was talking about me or one of the mods when he was talking all that shit? He made this situation about the mods. He made it. I thought we was done. Even when I talked to him after him cussing out the mods, then kind of found out Google was the one that blocked Five Babe and this, that, and the other. And he was like, yeah, because, we did get into it 2 months ago and people got blocked then. And he was like, yeah, so that's probably where it's coming from. And I'm like, okay, so it's good. I'm thinking it's a done deal. And then as soon as somebody come in the chat, can y'all see me? Am I blocked? And then all of a sudden, his whole demeanor changed. It's almost like you could see smoke coming from his ears and eyes. It was even to the point where I called him and I pulled a Tracy. Are you okay, friend? But I meant it. Like, I really felt like, dude, you need to take a break. This shit is getting to you. Your energy ain't right. You too quick on the draw. Like, you cussing out people over nothing. It got to be levels to that shit. You can't be cussing out folks at the same level you would cuss Cookie out, and she done came to your house, so we get that. But you cussing out another woman in the same manner, same fashion, and all she did was disagree with you. It gotta be levels to this shit. And then you getting into it with people you don't even know how to pronounce their names and shit, just getting into shit just to be getting into it. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but ZX, if all this time you have presented yourself to be a stand-up man, you are a masculine man, and you protect this, that, and the other, Now all of a sudden we look around, your ass out here flipping cartwheels and shit. You didn't think how you expect for people to look at you the same way? And again, it's no disrespect to Five Babe, none. But I can't follow behind no nigga that follow behind no woman. Period. Period. Maybe it's because I'm old school, I'm country, I'm this, that, and the other, but I can't do it. If that's what he want to do, and I was there to support him, and I was telling him, like, look, just don't lose yourself. That's it. That's all. If you want to have this coordinate and this, that, and the other, and y'all work out and create this empire, I'm all for it. But just understand, let people know you for you. Because if they like you just because of who you support, if shit go left, then what? Especially after you done threw all your goddamn minds under the bus. I was looking out for you, and you turned around and turned that situation into a jealousy shit. Nigga, just because you get jealous of the next motherfucker don't mean I do. I ain't never ever looked at another woman and been jealous of shit. It ain't shit that I done seen that another woman has that I want, that I couldn't get out there and get. Ever. We done had China with her fine ass. Why we wasn't jealous of her? And she was up there talking to y'all freaky and shit. Why we wasn't jealous then? Like, come on, dude. Come on. But I'm not going to be a recorder. I done said what I got to say, and that's it. That's it. I don't know if any of the anybody, I mean, you know, for all I know, and I'm telling y'all, I'm speaking from my heart. The other minds might be mad at me. They might be upset with me. But at this point, I felt like I gave everything that I could give. And regardless of the situation, whether y'all think I deserve it or whether I think I didn't, I think I put in enough work to at least that I deserve to get my point across uninterrupted. Because at the end of the day, I will die saying I didn't flip on this man. I never flipped on him. Ever. I didn't even tell people I was leaving. You jumped out the window because you were insecure, because you didn't want to answer to why your day ones wasn't in your chat no more. Period. And if you had just went on about your business instead of doing your shows, this wouldn't even be an issue. But you kept taking digs after digs after digs after digs. And then when somebody finally say something about it, oh, this is too much. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk. You've been talking about it all week. Yes, Exposed TV, because I didn't make a big deal out of it. I did not make a big deal out of me leaving, because even though that I felt like he wasn't being the man that he said he would be, I was still having hope that he was just going to come back around and get his, understood what was going on. Like, I still never wanted to hurt him. I never wanted to hurt him. But now when I see that you don't went out your way to try to hurt me, then like, fuck it. Because I was true. I was loyal. You fucked up. Period. And you can be mad. I don't give a fuck. Because you didn't give a fuck when you was running around here making them bullshit ass narratives, knowing goddamn well we ain't had no issue with them damn girls. Now, if with Black Butterfly, I can't even say nothing because I don't even know about the mind situation. I didn't know about the little private meeting. I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. I had already backed out. And even if I think about it, other people had already backed out. We didn't all talk together and say, oh, we finna fall back. ZX. Nobody talked, because you know what? All of us was protective of ZX. All of us were. We weren't talking about the. I ain't said shit to Jackie, Natural, or Coco, or PJ, or anybody else that I ain't said to this nigga to his face. So anywho, oh, I'm sorry. Were you sitting there for a long time? You know, I wasn't even looking down.
Yeah. It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. You just
It's okay.
let me
It's
get my
okay.
phone. I know
No,
people are sending me
just one more,
messages.
and there's just one more thing, because like I said, this is the last time that I'm just trying to address things that I wasn't able to address. And you weren't really there for this, Nikki, but in case this other narrative is spent about, oh, what all my mods disappeared. I spoke to you, ZX, and I told you the reason why I was not able to be there like that for the past couple of weeks had nothing again to do with Fry Babe. I told you I had two seizures back to back. I
And
have
you
head
know, I had
injury.
to stay in the hospital that same time. Did a nigga call
I
and check
had
on me?
I
No.
had brain I had head injury, and I had two seizures back to back, and you still swore up and down that I
Which
was
is
jealous of
why we
Phi.
didn't go. I'm sorry, Coco, but that seizure was the reasons why we didn't go live that time. But
And the
you know, ain't
thing that
nobody gonna
pisses
say that.
me and the thing that pisses me off is because today it's like, oh well, I think that, it's because of Phi, it's because you're jealous of Phi. And it's just I can't make
Oh,
you're
see, if
not
you
gonna be
played
able to
yourself with that
continue.
shit, I'm sorry, you played
You're not
yourself
gonna
on
be able
that.
to continue that narrative and make it seem like I'm jealous of Phi when I specifically told you that I had seizures. But that's it. That's the last part that I wanted to address, and I'm done. But that was it.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah. Go
Can you
ahead
hear me
and say
now?
what you want. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Because I
hear
can.
you.
Okay. Go ahead and talk. I'm gonna step in the background for a second. Okay.
Okay. I was going to talk to you. I was going to ask you how you doing, what we doing.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I still hate it. And I already know. I'm mad now. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna feel like shit. I know
Well,
that.
that's why I'm up here. You know, I want you to,
But
on my
he
end,
did this. He did
I
it.
know.
He did. I don't
And
know why you thought you could sit there and keep on pushing people in a corner and then think they weren't gonna do shit to you. I don't care nothing about no doxing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But if you're gonna do it to me. Don't take it out on nobody else because that would be so weak of you.
I'm going to tell you something, Nikki. You you said your piece, and I'm up here because of you. You said what you said. It's been an hour. End it. In the live stream. Nikki, you got to come back, boo. You got to come back on the live. You still live. Come back on the live. Nick, Nikki, she'll be back, y'all. At the end of the day, uh, Nikki is going through something, and I know she wanted to get it off her chest. I've seen a live stream. I'm gonna support Nikki because ever since I've been on that channel, she have always been good to me. None of the women have ever shown any jealousy off rip since was over there. Always nice, always sweet, always caring. So I get what she's going through, but she said her piece, and my girl said end the live, and it's over. That's it. I don't care about what the trolls say in the chat. Like, Nobody cares about the trolls. I only care about her health, her mental. That's the only thing I give a fuck about. I don't care about the trolls in the chat. I don't care about what anybody have to say. I get it. Some of you guys are fucking vampires and you're trying to feed off the energy. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um, you finished, or you want to keep
Yeah.
talking, or what?
Nah, I'm a,
Right, y'all. It's been real, and I'm like, look, I don't know what else to say. If you want to hate me, fine. Fuck it. I'll take that. But I feel how I feel, and regardless if you think it was right or wrong, I did what I thought was right to do. Period. And that's it.
all right. I'm gonna go back down in the chat. You already know. Just check your messages.